Hi lovelies, and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda's channel. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us, you guys are the real MVP. Alright lovelies, let's dive in today's video.
Lovelies, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok, and I thought to share with you guys where this punk-colored woman is actually coming for her own, that claims that this 750 USD is just a one-time payment. She actually, received request rate and she got them talking. I'm just going to roll the clip as well as some of other stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. Alright lovelies, let's dive into it.
I need y'all to hear me when I say this. If you're one of the people that's getting online right now and saying that FEMA's only giving out $750 in assistance, or that FEMA's out of money because they've been diverting it towards the border or for migrants, or that FEMA is confiscating donations and money, fuck you. And I mean that to the depths of my soul with every fiber of my being. Because the only thing that tells me when you say shit like that is that you have been so fortunate to never have to use FEMA, to never have gone through something like this. I cannot describe to you the level of rage I have experienced over the last few days, watching y'all spread this mis and disinformation that will get people killed, that will keep people from getting the money and resources that they need to recover. There are multiple programs that you can apply for. Do you want to know how I know that? Because after Ian 2 years ago, that $750 is immediate assistance. That shit showed up in my account 6 hours after I applied for it. I applied for an SBA disaster loan for my business. There are multiple ways you can access money. There are multiple agencies. Do you want to know why FEMA is being tied to the border right now? Because it's under the control of the Department of Homeland Security, DHS. Do you want to know who did that? You can thank George W. Bush and Dick Cheney for that shit, because they did that after 9/11. FEMA's not running out of money because they're diverting it towards the border or for immigrants. They're out of money because Congress doesn't give them enough fucking money. If you're mad about the cap being set at $750 for emergency assistance, or that they're running out of money, call Congress. Take that fucking phone you recorded that shitty ass video on and call Congress. Call your senators, call your representatives, and let them know there needs to be supplemental emergency funding right now. There needs to be a disaster relief bill right fucking now. I would have loved to see this level of outrage and anger and righteous indignation 6 years ago, when it took Congress 12 fucking months to pass a disaster relief bill after Hurricane Michael. The way that some of y'all will just get on the internet and say absolutely fucking anything, it's wild to me. Do you think people aren't going to fact check you? Do you think that there are people who haven't fucking lived this before? I don't know what goes through y'all's heads. You're like posting these videos for money, for clout, for your own selfish reasons, to suckle at the chode of some politician who doesn't give a fuck about you. They don't give a single solitary goddamn flying fuck about you. I cannot emphasize to you enough how much harm and damage you are doing by posting those things, saying those things, commenting those things, spreading that misinformation. You have no idea what these people are going through. You have no idea what the recovery looks like because you have never been through it before. This is barely scratching the surface. And you don't know that because you haven't been through it before. There are aspects of this recovery effort I am struggling to wrap my mind around, and I've been through it before, like especially up in the mountains. This storm essentially flattened 5 different states: Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee, and Florida. Like, the sheer magnitude of this storm, and for you to get on here and say things that are wholly unhelpful, spreading mis and disinformation that is causing irreparable harm, fuck you. So if you actually want to be helpful, call your senators, call your congressmen, and let them know FEMA needs more money right now. Let them know that they also need to change some of the parameters and who gets access to that money, because I can tell you there are some people who get denied for FEMA assistance. If you don't have any relevant, true, accurate, helpful information to share, shut the fuck up. That's a real easy one. And lastly, thank you to everyone who is actually being helpful, whether that's sharing or reposting accurate, truthful information, whether that's sharing information about organizations to donate to, whether you're donating money or supplies, or you're physically volunteering. Thank you to those of you who are being helpful in doing something that matters. It cannot be overstated how important that is, and how thankful people who are going through it or have been through it before are of you and your help. When I say this, if you're one of the people that's getting online right now and saying that FEMA's only giving out $750,
All right, so that you guys know, it's not about what's going on with FEMA and how much money FEMA is giving. Our government's giving away so much more money to everyone else. There's so many people out here in the United States that are struggling. And yeah, everybody can get a job, but what about those children that can't? Right now, those children are struggling. Right now, those children don't have, because we constantly send our money overseas. We're not pissed off at FEMA. We're pissed off at our government right now. They're doing absolutely nothing to help these people. And yeah, if you're there and you're struggling, who are you supposed to reach out to? Fill out a form, right? That's what's supposed to work. It takes forever. Those people are struggling and nobody's doing shit about it. Yeah, thank our government right now, because they're the ones that are fucking up. Much love.
No, you can do that yourself. Okay, you're in Florida, right? Like me. Okay, a state where we're built for hurricanes, right? Have you ever been into the Appalachian Mountains? Because that's my second home. Okay, they're not prepared for this, and I have people that I know who are having to make these trips because FEMA will not let them through. So fuck you.
Fuck you. And I mean that to the depths of my soul. With
Dude, there's a rant of this lady. Watch her video, whatever. Dude, there's so many people with first-hand accounts where supplies are being diverted, and you're ranting and you're with this rage like, you need to apply. They do not have electricity or internet to apply. These people do not have water or food, and FEMA is confiscating. Literally, look at the accounts. People literally have first-hand accounts. So save your rage bait and go help these people.
The truth of the matter is that people who can't help, who want to help, who are watching this and are powerless to help, use righteous indignation in place of being able to help. Because that passion and that level of vitriol, that bunching up and feeling like verbally you're throwing a punch for somebody, doesn't do anything, because it's a sign of immaturity. And the immature will reach out and take whatever they hear, without fact checking it and saying, this is the way it is. A friend of mine, one of my best friends from high school, sent me a video about this guy who says, oh, the government is failing us because I had no trouble getting in to Asheville. Well, how do we know that you're not using the one road that wasn't affected? How do we know that you took a back way that didn't get any damage? That doesn't delegitimize the government and the government's efforts. It doesn't. I just want you to settle the hell down. Because, listen, during Katrina, I had a discussion with my husband about this. He was 150 miles northeast of New Orleans in Jones County, Mississippi. He went without power for 3 weeks. Him and his ex-wife and his daughter, who was 18 months at the time, rode the storm out in one of the few basements in his neighborhood. His own. Right? And he said that during Katrina, they talked about roving gangs of marauders and looters coming up from New Orleans, 150 miles on foot, mind you, to Laurel, Mississippi to come and get them. That's like the gunshots during Katrina. Most of those were misguided attempts to get attention. Like, hey, bang, I'm over here, right? Government is made up of people, right? The other side from you is made up of people, Americans. And I realized years ago when I was a person who listened to Fox News, I voted Republican since I was 18. I was so excited to vote Republican, right? And now I don't vote anything but blue, because I realized watching Fox News, in my journey to become a nonfiction writer, that if I took a piece of paper and marked down every time that Fox News told me to be afraid, I'd fill up that paper quickly. The Republicans, and you can get on here and see any number of people tell you this, with the legislation and the votes to back it up, who voted for what. The Republicans are the ones that got the funding for FEMA. Okay? And my friend says, how could you vote for these people? I'm going to tell you something. During COVID, my business tanked. I had a small business teaching English as a second language online. And I got $1,000 from the Trump administration the month. And that was like at the end of COVID. That was December of 2020. When the Biden administration took over, within 3 weeks, I had a $12,000 grant, saving my family, saved my house, because COVID decimated my income by 2/3. And then my student loans were forgiven. I had $325,000 in student loans. Over $235,000 of that was just interest over the years. And as a teacher who makes about $500 a week, that just seemed, the right thing to do. And if you want to gravitate towards fear, if you want to gravitate towards your other fellow Americans are out to get you, if you want to be a Christian and go around shouting libtard all the time, not realizing the words of Christ when he said, those who use Raqqa, Aramaic for airhead, are in danger of hellfire, you go right ahead. But I seriously have almost 400,000 reasons to vote blue. Because you can say what you will. I'm less in debt. And I'm financially solid, or was solid, because of the Biden administration. And I don't wake up every morning in fear that I'll never be able to pay off those loans. 10 years in public schools, paying off loans on, $500 take home a week. That was the only way my loans were going to be forgiven. And then the administration stepped up and forgave them. And if you're using the hurricane to get on here and yell and scream and holler that it's the other side, it's the border, it's all this stuff, watch this creator's original video. Stop being afraid of farmers in Minnesota who vote blue. It's exhausting. And that's why I stopped doing it. We're all in this together. And yelling and hollering about it doesn't fix anything.
I have
So lovely, there is this thing that has been going all over the social media about the 750 USD that was supposed to be given to the people that was affected at the cause of this hurricane. So it is said that this said money is a one-time payment, which probably a lot of people won't even have gotten it or something, and it has actually been going all over the social media. That also led to this mama talked. She posted a video talking about, if you're angry, if you check on my platform, you see where I posted a video about mama talk, talking about how the 750 is something like a one-time payment, which is so inhuman. And people are even asking questions about the money that was approved. Where is the money? A lot of people have it that this money was given to immigrants, like undocumented immigrants, to fund them, instead of using the said money to fund people that is suffering from this hurricane. But now, when I was going through my For You page on TikTok, I came across this pan-colored woman, trying to air out her frustration of all of the circulation, and she made it known that it is actually not a one-time payment, and it's something that when you apply, you are going to get it. Like, it's all about application. She also went ahead to talk about how there are other platforms that you can actually apply for this aid and you are going to get it. But the thing is that a lot of people are talking about how are these people going to get the said money if they don't even have power supply? They don't have gas, maybe probably their phones are missing, you know, most of the things with all of the hurricanes. People are like, there should be another measure to distribute this way. But the bone of contention is that the fact that people are saying that it is actually a one-time payment, and she, in the other hand, said that it's not. It's just something that they have to. That it was said that it's something that they have to pay for now, like have to, give for now, for now need, for the fastest need you can actually get yourself. And there is a video I posted one time, I think that's about 2 days ago, about a brother also explaining what vice president said about this 750 USD that was supposed to be distributed. I think she talked about it's a money for immediate needs or something, to get food and all this for kids and all of that. But the way at which the internet is spewing it is as if it's a one-time payment that you are probably not even going to get. But I still understand the frustration of every other person. When someone is in distress, like this person want help as fast as possible. But the thing is that in situations like this, I think the government is in a better place to know the way at which to distribute these finances to get to people that needed it. Another thing is that most people are talking about how is it that they want these finances to be distributed? Is it that they just want it to be thrown, or they want a bag of money, to be brought and keep on, distributing it individually? That might not even work. So this measure that is being used is something that they see that might work. But the only challenges with this is the fact that a lot of people might not even have the access to apply for this, for this thing. And there is an information reaching me that this is a loan. It's not even a one-time thing, that that people are saying that it's a loan that you are supposed to pay back within a year. And if you are not able to pay back, that means your house may be taken or something. Like, correct me if I am wrong, because I am getting a lot of information of that money is actually a loan that you are expected to pay within 1 year. Like, if it's that way, I don't. But some people are like, it's a misinformation. There are so many things roaming around this social platform that people really need to calm down and listen to the real information. Because when I heard that it's a loan that is expected to pay, to pay back in 1 year, I was like, somebody lost everything in hurricane. Like, how is this person going to survive in a year, then getting money to pay back? Like, it does not really make sense. But I hope it's just a rumor or so many speculations, with all of these things, the hurricane that is happening, So when I saw this video, and coming from a Pe.Ple, I'm also trying to explain things to these people, with Mama talked with all of her controversy, trying to mislead people. I just decided to just bring it up here because at this point, any information is power, but we also need to be very careful of the misinformation flying all over the place, Anyway, lovelies, when I saw this video, I said, if I see it, you guys are actually going to see it to actually know what is going on. If you're wherever you are, please make sure you're safe. Make sure that, I heard that there is a hurricane Milton that is supposed to be on its way right now. Like, this is just a time for everyone to be at peace with God, with anything you worship. Like, you really I think Mother Nature is angry. Like, a lot of people believe that it's the prophecy coming to an end. There is a verse in the Bible that has been going or circulating all over the social media, which I actually want to make more research on. Anyway, lovelies, why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We are just here for educational and informative purposes, and please, if you do not subscribe to this channel, do you get a huge button to click on the subscription button, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.
Estelle, why not just leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video, and please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We are just here for educational purposes, so please share this video, subscribe if you're yet to do that, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.